Hi, this is Dr. Patmos again on following up on the topic of the CDC ACIP meeting and their ridiculous recommendation to unravel or undo universal neonatal hepatitis B vaccination. As you may know, this is a big deal. It happened a few days ago. The ACIP voted 8-3 to withdraw that recommendation, not recommend that there be universal hepatitis B vaccination. And as a result, hepatitis B will come back in this population. It used to be 20,000 cases a year. We got it down to 80. Now, if you stop vaccinating a significant number of babies, some are going to get hepatitis B and they'll suffer the consequences of it. Well, that decision was very flawed because it wasn't based on any data. There is no data they could use to argue against that vaccine. So they basically speculated and said, well, maybe, there's all these vaccines in a short period of time does harm. We don't know, but it could be. So therefore, we're going to withdraw the vaccine recommendation. That is scientifically invalid and fundamentally unethical. Because I did a previous article, which was an ethical analysis. What you have is you have a proven benefit, that's the vaccine in the neonatal period, which you're withdrawing as a recommendation. And because of a hypothetical risk that for which you have no evidence. So you're withdrawing a good in return for something that you have no evidence for. So that's removing beneficence and putting in its place maleficence. In ethics, you want to be beneficent and non-maleficent. So this is exactly the opposite. This is clearly a violation of biomedical ethics. The question I have today is it also a violation of the Medical Practice Act? If you look at the Medical Practice Act and you ask, is a physician potentially liable for giving bad advice in a public context as an official recommendation that is based on bad evidence or no evidence and made in an unethical a decision made in an unethical manner that leads to harm? Is that potentially professional misconduct? And can that be adjudicated under the Medical Practice Act? And yes, it can. So to the physicians on the CDC ACIP committee, you need to take a step back and look at what you did in light of the Medical Practice Act. You don't have evidence to validate your concern. All the evidence shows that the vaccine is safe and has reduced the number of hepatitis B cases. By the recommendation you made, you're going to bring back hepatitis B to some of these children who will suffer very badly because of it. So you're introducing harm that wasn't there. You remove the benefit, you introduce harm. That is unethical. And as a result of using your power and your stature and your license to do this, you've just committed professional misconduct. And you could potentially be brought before the Board of Medicine in your state to answer for that. I think that is professional misconduct, and I think it warrants, as egregious as it is, a total misuse of power. I think it warrants disciplinary action against a medical license. And as a consultant to multiple state medical boards, I would argue that. Anyhow, that's my video for today. Have a great day.